Don't make me go home. And
no
he's
one's
like,
gonna send you home.
yeah.
Nobody is sending you home.
It's just like, you've been there. It's like the scared feeling of
and
knowing
honestly,
you could go
and
home.
nothing anybody says will make you feel friggin' better. So
No.
that's why I'm not saying, like, I honestly do know how you feel.
I know you do.
Yeah. I know how it feels. It sucks.
Yeah. Especially since, like, the girls are all super close. So I'm just like, it worries me.
I know, the guys are close too. Like, where does that leave us?
Right?
Dangling in the middle.
But, like, that's what's reassuring me is that, like, there is, like, an us.
Yeah.
So, like...
You're the one that's in bed with me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like...
So, like, that's very reassuring.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I feel like if I was going home, you wouldn't want me to be in this place with you.
No, and I wouldn't be looking
like,
you in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
I would be, like, looking everywhere else except for your eye.
And the guys have stayed true to their word. And they all
have stayed true to their word week after week.
Dogs and their families and anything that they could swear on.
No one's going to swear on that stuff and then send you home.
It's just hard because it's still 5 days away. And people's minds can change so fast in this place.
I know, but I feel like people's minds do change, but I feel like once they... Well, these bunch of guys for right now, once they swear on those things, they
stick with it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like, it's different to say, oh, I swear, but then when you actually swear on something, it's a little bit different.
That's true.
Especially if this game is so hard. Did you think it'd be this hard?
The game?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't think it'd be this hard.
Like, I knew it'd be hard, but I didn't think it would be this hard. Like, and emotionally draining.
Yeah, it's emotionally draining. It's emotionally draining. And I think what's hard about it is you see who needs to leave, but you can't send those people out. Mm-hmm. It's weird. And I used to watch the show and be like, just kick that person out. Just do that. Just, what's wrong with you? Just take them out and just fight.
Yeah.
Weren't you?
But you can't just do that. Whereas, like, at home, you're like, just do it.
Yeah, you're like, just do it. Just do it. We'd like you so much more if you just do it.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you mean.
Worrisome. And, like, our season is so different from all the other seasons so far.
Yeah, some random girl came in, and you don't know if more random people are coming in, and she's making bonds and not with us. Yeah. Do you feel close to her? I think you're the only girl that she kind of really talked to.
And Sabrina.
And Sabrina.
She's very close with Sabrina. And Rochelle.
Oh, really? Because they made it seem like they weren't close to her.
Rochelle and her were cuddling right before bed last night.
Oh.
On the chairs talking to Andrew. And then I came over and they, like, stopped. But, like, anytime I'm around, Rochelle walks away.
Walks away or stops.
Which, like, kind of makes me nervous. And, like, I tried talking to Netta and being like, hey, like, you're the only one that I haven't talked to because you weren't there during all of it. But, like, you're on board too, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, like, I've been there, like, I did it last week, like, I know how it feels, so, like, it's the same thing, but it does suck, but I am there for you. But she wasn't, like, her and Rochelle both weren't very reassuring.
They didn't seem reassuring. They will definitely have to vote with the house. If they don't, then they're going to stick out like sore thumbs, and because everybody's voting Paul out. Do you think it's a good move to get Paul out?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
I think it's the best move. Right? Yeah.
It is, and it doesn't get any blood on our hands, at least, you know, and people aren't gunning after us.
And it's everybody wants out.
I know, and I feel like, I do feel bad. It's not a good position to be in. Like, now I see why you don't want to win. It sucks. It sucks being, like, it's nice seeing your family pictures and letters and stuff like that. But
you have to make big moves, though, like big decisions.
Yeah.
And they affect everyone.
I know. It's true.
But, like, you did it really well, and, like, it's a good decision. And if ever to be a pawn, I mean, this would be the week to be a pawn.
Like, I would never put you as a pawn. Even next week is risky.
Next week is so risky.
I'm scared about next week.
All I know is that for next week, you and I are completely fine as long as I survive this.
You think so? You think that? Because, I mean, Paul thought he was safe, too, and they put him up next. That's because he was going around saying things and making deals.
Yeah. And, A, you haven't done that.
No, and I'm not going to do that.
And B, You're proving your loyalty by sticking with the house.
Yeah.
So there's no way that they would want to put you up next week.
Yeah. That's what I figured. Like, people want to tell me, like, oh, do this, do that on your HOH, but on their HOH, they won't do it. And it's easy for people to tell you to make big moves on your HOH when they won't be targets.
Yeah.
You will be the following week, you know. And it's also like, we're getting Paul out, who's a target in this house, and when that target leaves, they're gonna find other targets, and we can't be those people.
No.
So.
Not at all. And Adele's not rooting for us to go.
You know.
So he's like, it's not really a threat for you or I.
Exactly.
There's Paul is.
And even like Paul tried to talk me into working with him, but you can't work with somebody who's thrown every single person they've worked with under the bus. It's just impossible.
And it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. Like, he wanted the girls to align with him and Adele and then pick out the strong players with the guys. In a season that we're watching, it would be logical, but not with a player like Paul, because he's not trustworthy. And I feel like it's not a good move, especially to do that so early in the game. I think people, not a marathon. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You gotta take your time and do things. And
you have to be smart about it.
yeah, and it's easy for him to say, oh, pick off these people, pick off those people. When on his HOH, he went with safe players, me and Nick.
Yeah.
Why didn't you get big players on your HOH? You know?
Yeah. And that's very true.
Yeah.
Like, he could have easily backdoored one of the stronger players. And
If he really wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what girl do you think they find strong?
Sabrina and Sarah.
You think they're strong? Come in. Hey.
Hey-o.
Come in.
I'm just gonna grab myself a cold glass of water and camp out, ladies.
Yes, you have to.
Got it,
Fucking right I am.